Well, it is a scorcher here at, we're actually at Mark Weaver's house. It's like a resort, a mansion. Just having a little drink here. We had a night off tonight. Big afternoon this afternoon. Obviously, everything was overshadowed by the fact that Knockdown Dragout didn't win. She finished fifth. Probably worth noting, she still trotted the fastest mile of any of our horses today, 157 and 2. Big move down the backstretch, fizzled out down the lane. I had a couple of emails afterwards, people saying she's a front runner, she needs to be on the front. I don't want to hear that. You know, this is a 2-year-old filly that has trained every different scenario throughout the winter. She's a little hot. I'm not making any excuses for the filly. It's racing. Last week's qualifier on the front end probably didn't help her that much. And not making fun of anybody. It's just the way it shook down. She overpowered everybody in both qualifiers and looked great. You can't race like that. It's a 700-pound horse, and if you think you're going to race her on the front end all year, you're going to have a coat rack by September. And for the people that don't understand that, that's exactly what will happen. If you think that you're going to stroll into Pennsylvania and beat up on $200,000, $300,000 horses, you're wrong. You have to be able to do it right. You look at a horse like Harness AM. Harness AM, very versatile today. Left quick, kind of got screwed in the first turn and then got carried out down the lane. She should have won today. Not her fault. She got screwed out of that win, but she raced great. That's the versatility you need to be effective here in Pennsylvania. You're not going to beat up on horses. And had Knockdown Dragout. She wasn't herself today, though. You know, if you know, somebody said, oh, you got to put her right on the gate. She's not going right on the gate. I don't want her hot like that. But I couldn't catch the gate when it sped up. If you look closely, drivers will say she tried to run. In reality, she tried her hardest not to run, didn't she? She trotted the whole mile. As I got her doubled up, she's at a gear, in behind, following, going to the quarter pole. I'm 2 lengths off the horse in front of me. She's still at a gear. Put a step in here, a step in there. I saw her right hind boot was all marked up down the inside of it, and she was over on the right shaft a bit. Now, that would lead me to believe she's off a little bit left hind, but I'm not sure she is. I'm sure it's 31-degree weather. Shipped her all the way down to New Jersey. Took her to Philadelphia, qualified her in the heat. It's always hot there. Brought her back, shipped her 6 hours down to the Meadows. She was really wound up in the post-parade. She paced in the post-parade. It's a filly that you just got to keep a little quiet, and I think it just wasn't a perfect day for her. Now, to be clear and to be upfront with everybody, I've told everybody I'm not racing her on the front end every week. She ends up there once in a while, fine, but I'm not racing her on the front end, and I don't own any of her. So you as a group with Andrew Harris can figure out what you want to do. If you'd rather Dave Miller drive her and race her like that, go ahead. I'm not racing her like that. So if you want a new driver for her, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I have a lot of other fillies to drive in that division, and I want to have what's best for you guys. And always I have your best interest and the horse's best interest at heart. And I just don't think that Knockdown Dragout was great. Now, the good news behind that is she trotted 57 and 2 today, last quarter in 30 seconds, and I'm telling you she wasn't right. So I think a lot of people with broken hearts that she didn't win today, the silver lining, you can blame me if you want. Go ahead. I'm fine. I got thick skin. The silver lining is she still trotted one of the fastest miles in Pennsylvania today. Obviously, her race went in 156. 4 of them trotted faster than her, and another division went fast. But definitely in the top 10 fillies today. Here's a filly that I'm telling you was not right today, and still was amongst the top 10 and still had people talking about her. So I was very happy with her in that regard. A lot of work to do with her manners and her racing intelligence, but that's why we race them. That's why we train them the way we do. That's why we race them the way that we do. So although Knockdown Dragout only finished 5th and was pretty heartbreaking for a lot of our clients, a lot of upside in the fact that she wasn't even near as good as she could have been today. So Knockdown Dragout, we'll bust her back out next week. And again, if you guys would rather have somebody else drive her, I'm happy to step aside. That's 100% your prerogative. Race 4 was just for me and you. I kind of got run into a little bit at the start, going up to the gate. The judges never noticed when the 6 ran. She ran sideways, and then just for me and you made a break. They didn't even look at it. But I looked at the chart line. They didn't even chart her with a break, so I guess all's forgiven. But the 6 horse that made a break in front of me came on and beat us for 3rd. She was only beat maybe a quarter of a length for 3rd. Retarded. Mark Weaver has got to be the most retarded person I know. So I'm going to try and stay contained here and professional. Just for me and you, raced very, very good today, and ended up fifth. Beat about a quarter of a length for third, and raced out of her skin. Very proud of this filly today. Another filly I was extremely proud of was Rose Run Versatile. Truthfully speaking, this filly's way behind everybody else and really had no business being in that class. So for her to go out and race the way she did, I was really, really impressed with her. Very happy with her. Some discussion whether she belongs in that class. I think she does. She's got a lot of learning to do. She's handy. She can leave. She can fit in. I think she's a nice filly. If I thought she could drop down and manhandle the Stallion Series, then we would. But there's no gimmies in Pennsylvania. And I'm thinking we might just stay right with the Pennsylvania sires with her. And then we come out with race 8. Harness Am could not have been better. She was robbed in the first turn when Yannick drove back up the inside of me. And I almost hit him. And he almost got it. But that's racing. I got away in the 3-hole, got a good spot, got out in the last turn, and then he carried me a bit down the lane, kind of cost me the win. But she finished a tough second, trotted in 58, last half 57 and 1-2. Raced really, really good. Just very impressed with her. We got a lot of really nice horses right now for Pennsylvania. Tomorrow we got Yours If You Want It. I think he's picked to win in the Stallion Series from the rail. And then, of course, down in Scioto. What about Sticks? What about Sometimes Things Happen? Victorious, first time out behind the gate, 2:01 last quarter, 29 seconds in the Stallion Buckeye Series. Same thing, Buckeye Series division. Of course, Crazy Mission made a little bit of a break. That was unfortunate, but I want to talk to Jason exactly what went on with him, whether the hobbles were a little long or whether he needs a little vet work done. Obviously, he belongs in there. He'll be fine throughout the year. These are two horses that obviously were near the bottom of the list, but sometimes things happen, man. He's a warrior. He went out and raced great today. So it's been a great day in Pennsylvania. We had a second, a third, and 2 fifths. Nothing to scoff at. And then in Ohio, we had a first with Sometimes Things Happen and a sixth, our only check we missed, with Crazy Mission. So Tuesday, July 2nd, in the books. We have had a great run here in Pennsylvania and in Northfield. Tomorrow night, we get the big girls, our big guns in Northfield Park. Globe Trotting, Spend That Money, Compass Rose, DC, and Ale Sun will go behind the gate. And then Thursday afternoon in Scioto, we got our big guns for the boys. Yours If You Want It. Rose Run Valiant is also there. Who is the third one? Rose Run Valiant, Yours If You Want It. I'm embarrassed now. I don't know who it is. But I know all three of the... Oh, how can I forget Bend Over? Bend Over is the third one. So we have 3 horses going behind the gate in Ohio, 4 behind the gate in Northfield tomorrow night, and in Scioto on Thursday. Tomorrow afternoon we have our big boy, Yours If You Want. Payson Colt. I'll play it alone. My God, this heat's getting to me. So we got one night off here tonight. I'm going to try and get something to eat, have a couple of drinks with Mark, talk about the horses, watch some races, and cool down in the pool. It is a scorcher here. So I hope everybody had a great July 1st weekend. Hope you had a great July 1st. And I hope you're proud of what we're doing down here because things are going great. I know Knockdown Dragout, things didn't go well for us today, but she will rebound. The one thing about her is she's tough. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, the next day. I'll be back in Ontario Friday afternoon, and then Friday night with Spirit of Dio in the Meadowlands. And then I don't know where I'm at. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. It's been a great start to the 2019 stake season. Take care.